Hey students, Professor Metzger here. This video will briefly review the discussion assignment you have coming due this week, and we will discuss the expectations, requirements, and really what I'm looking for in the discussion assignments. Once you log into Falcon Online, please click on the related module and review the overview page. It will tell you what's coming due and what you need to access and complete this week. So we have two options for this week's discussion. The first option, option 1, as you can see here, is asking you to read chapter 1, paying particular attention to these pages, and then review Columbus's journal excerpts there in the discussion. And please understand that this is how you are being graded for the assignment. So take a little bit of time, review the rubric. There's another video in the rubric that discusses more in detail how to do the citations and the expectations. So you're required to reference and cite material from the textbook, and if you quote or reference anything from the journals, you need to cite it as well with APA in-text citations. So this is the prompt that you need to answer. You need at least 2 paragraphs. Both paragraphs should be indented, and you need at least 8 sentences. I am really looking for college level writing in these discussions. You need to organize your main ideas and your supporting historical examples. So how did the misconceptions Christopher Columbus had of the people he called Indians affect Europeans' relationship with the indigenous people and their resources? So take a moment, review the content in the textbook, maybe pick out a few examples from the journals, and use these to support your main idea when it comes to the prompt and the assignment's central question. And please remember, if you cite anything from the textbook, remember to cite it like this. Say you quote from the textbook, limit your quotes to no more than 1 per paragraph, and then you put the citation, the author's last name, the year of publication, depending on which edition of the textbook you are using, and then say you only cite 1 page number, page 22 for example. That's how the citation should look. You need to take the period that is inside the quotation and move it at the end. I'm a bit particular and I am kind of tough when it comes to grading these assignments. So please make sure you review the instructions and you understand how to hit all aspects and criteria in the rubric, including the citations. Now let's briefly jump over and take a look at the second option. And remember, you need 2 direct comparisons with the textbook. So I'm trying to get you to do several things here. What I mean by a comparison with the textbook is you need a quote, you need a statistic, or just a specific idea or concept from the book and then cite it. So for option 2, you need to read chapter 3, and you also need to review the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin. And then in no more than 500 words, please make sure to answer both of these questions. How did the printing press and Benjamin Franklin's writing help spread and represent the ideas of the Enlightenment? So you really need to understand what the Enlightenment was. You don't need to talk too much about the background of what was going on in Europe, just how the Enlightenment relates to American history and founding fathers like Ben Franklin. And what I'm trying to do is get you to connect the past with the present. So how does today's technology and communication like Twitter contrast the ways ideas were shared and spread during the Enlightenment? Again, please make sure to address both of these questions in your discussion. And just like for option 1, make sure to cite anything from the textbook, and if you are citing the autobiography of Ben Franklin, just cite it like this, at the end of the sentence or after the quote. And if it's a direct quote, the quotation needs to go before the citation, then the period. And you also need to review the video, which will give you a visual representation of the differences between previous communication and today's communication. So remember that if you are ever in doubt, cite it out, and you will not lose points. You will earn partial credit as long as you at least try to make an effort and use APA in-text citations. And please again review the discussions grading rubric for more detailed grading criteria. In review, this video has discussed the discussion assignment coming due, a few of the expectations requirements, and what to consider if you choose either option 1 or option 2. I look forward to reading your discussions and have a fantastic week. Thank you so much.